Hey guys! So unfortunately, the universe does not want us posting every Friday. We filmed this video and then somehow our intro and the first product got deleted. So that was unfortunate, which is why we didn't post on Friday. Sorry about that. So we've decided that we're just going to try to post every week, but it won't necessarily be on Friday, and it might be a week and a half. Just don't hate us. We're trying to work with this. But make sure you follow us on Instagram at Linds and Katie, because that's where we post most of our updates, and we will be posting there as well as when we post our video on YouTube that we posted a new vid, and you should go check it out.
So for this video, we're doing a What's in Your Beauty Products challenge. We're going to be looking at a bunch of conventional products that I still have that I'm phasing out and seeing what those ingredients are actually doing to your body. We're going to be using a website called Skin Deep. It's by the Environmental Working Group, and you can look up products and ingredients. So if you're inspired after this video, we encourage you to go look up your beauty products and see what they're doing to your body. We'll be posting the link in the description box, so check that out.
Nice.
To the products!
Oh, I was like, to the link below.
Oh.
Don't even watch it.
What is this? xoxo? I don't know how to say it, but I know it's a pretty popular brand. But it's just like a biotin plus volume hairspray. Bottle looks like this.
Okay, so Skin Deep doesn't have this in their product, so we're just gonna look at the first 3 ingredients. Go.
Okay. Hydrofluorocarbon 152.
You're joking me. Things you use on your body gets into the air, gets into the environment, goes into the water.
That's true.
Yeah, so this isn't necessarily, well, there's limited data, but this hydrofluorocarbon isn't necessarily bad for you per se, but that exact product is a greenhouse gas, which contributes to the depletion of our ozone layer, people. Come on. Is your hairstyle really that important?
No. Next ingredient.
No.
Alcohol denat.
Denate? I actually don't want to say that. Okay, a good amount of data gives it a 4 on the rating scale. Why is this? Cancer.
Why are you saying that?
What's cool about this website too is it also tells you the function of the ingredients, so you're not sitting here like, okay, why is this even in here? So this one tells us it's like anti-foaming, antimicrobial, astringent, which is good. Antimicrobial is good.
Yeah.
You don't want little bacteria growing in your stuff. Moderate concerns is organ system toxicity yet again.
Dimethyl. Aminoethyl.
Good thing I took biochemistry, or else I wouldn't know how to spell these.
Oh, that's not bad. It's only 1. It's a film former. It's
Yeah.
only 1, so that's good.
Yeah. Just because things are chemicals don't necessarily mean they're bad for you, but just to be a conscious consumer, like we like to look these things up just to clear our minds, you know.
Great.
Again, limited data, so
Not bad.
not bad for, I think, personal body toxicity, but I would have a problem with my own values. Greenhouse gas in your hairspray, come on.
Could be avoided.
Yeah. Fragrance, not so good.
Moving on. We wanted to do a MAC lipstick one, but we actually couldn't find all the ingredients online except for on a website that was kind of independently posted. So we didn't know if that was legit or not. So that is kind of a red flag right there. Just something to think about. We're going to leave this one over here.
I personally have a lot of problems with lipsticks because the things they use to color them are usually not super good for you, but they hide their ingredients, I can't tell you.
The next product we're going to be doing is a deodorant by Dove. I use this one. I'm currently trying to phase out of this with a natural one. My body's just not used to the natural ingredients.
So this one is actually on the Skin Deep website, and it's given an overall rating of 4. However, the data is limited again. And the main concerns are allergies and immunotoxicity, so that means like toxic to your immune system, which is definitely problematic. There's contamination concerns, so cross-contamination again, and persistence and bioaccumulation, so accumulating in your body and in the environment in, for example, water supplies. So we're going to go through the top 3 ingredient concerns. The first one is fragrance. Again, that has an 8. We already went over this one, so we're not going to bore you with that. The second one I have a huge problem with is BHT. This is given a rating of 6, and it's fair data, and this is very much linked to cancer. It's carcinogenic to humans. Like, come on, I care about you. Don't put cancer in your armpits.
I'm trying!
We're allowed to... Oh my God. Forget it. She's just gonna stink forever. It just bothers me that people are allowed to put that in our products.
Yeah.
And the problem is, we're not like you think to do, and they're made so small and so squishy and they're so hard to see. Like they're purposely doing that. It just really grinds my gears. And another problem, developmental and reproductive toxicity. So that's literally harming your reproductive organs. So if you want to have kids in the future, great, be careful. Oh my God, this is literally talking about you. Before it was like, no, you don't use those so often. You use that deodorant every day.
No, I've told you, I've been using the Jason one back and forth. I've been trying to thing. But I smell the Jason one because I'm
Yeah, deodorants are hard to phase out, I'll give you that. Since there's such crazy chemicals in here, really just blocking out your pores and making you not sweat. That's actually a good idea because we're going back and forth and trying, but I know I had a period where I had to just let my body detox, you stink for a bit, whatever, but it's so much better for you. And this is really a scary place because it's so close to your breast tissue. Okay, well, we can take some of those parts.
I don't really use this anymore. This is very old. I've switched to a natural perfume.
By Pacifica, we love them.
Yes. But it just went from Pink. It's a body mist. It's called Sweet and Flirty, in case you're interested.
Don't be.
This one is also very tough to find. It's on a very small label that's folded up underneath the price sticker at the bottom. That's the ingredient list, and that's just wrong.
Companies literally do that on purpose, make it hard to find and hard to read. So we're just going to outline a couple of the worst ingredients in this.
Yep. So one of them is called octinoxate. Main ones being endocrine disruption, which is hormonal issues. That's definitely not good. And biochemical or cellular level changes. It's changing your body. That is rude.
I wonder why our society has so much cancer.
This one is very bad. Scoring a 7. It's called benzyl salicylate.
Oh, this is banned. That's hilarious. Okay, so under allergies, immunotoxicity, this ingredient is a known human immune system toxicant or allergen, so targets your immune system, and it's banned in the EU. It's banned.
That's rude.
Environmental toxin, like that's like scary. Endocrine disruption, like girl. I'm just saying, if we can't pronounce, we can't speak English. If we can't pronounce these ingredients, we took biochemistry, like we know like roughly like some of these words, but we're like, it's like a tongue twister.
Another ingredient that is in here is called citral, and that is a 7 out of 10 on the toxicity scale. Again,
banned in the EU. What in God's name? Known human immune system toxicant. Lame. Why are you putting this crap in my body without me knowing?
This product is called Boing. It's by Benefit. It is one of their industrial strength concealers.
So we looked at 3 concerning ingredients. It wasn't in the Skin Deep database, so we had to look up the ingredients, which were on their website, so I appreciate that. Okay, so the first one was mineral oil. Now this is something kind of like fragrance where it's sort of, you don't really necessarily know what it's made of. Like mineral oil is sort of very just general. Yeah, you don't really know what's in it. So the main concern with mineral oil is that it's a possible human immune system toxicant, so that sucks. And also is classified to be toxic or harmful to your organ system. And that it's derived from petroleum. That's no good. Petroleum, come on people. So talc is the next ingredient, and this is interesting because it actually has restricted use in Canada. You can only put a certain amount of this ingredient in your products in Canada, so that's kind of interesting because they seem to know that there's a problem with it, so they're only letting you use a certain amount. It's classified to be toxic to your organ systems and contamination concerns with some sort of fibers.
Asbestos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's saying it's upstairs. I think I read that.
Asbestos?
Yeah.
That's messed up. In your concealer.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last one is there's BHT in this concealer as well. I already went over it with the Dove deodorant, so I'm sure you know my opinion on BHT.
And the last thing we wanted to cover is a mascara. This is by CoverGirl. It's called the Super Size. The Super Sizer.
Like that you said cover, because it's CoverGirl.
This mascara was in the Skin Deep database, and this was not so hot. The number one horrible ingredient in here is propylparaben, which has use restrictions, immunotoxicity, endocrine disruption, as well as developmental and reproductive toxicity. Lindsay did touch on the reproductive toxicity issues earlier, but developmental is definitely a huge one, especially when you have a lot of preteens, teenagers using beauty products similar to these, and then we wonder why people are maturing at different rates now. So that's definitely scary, especially if you're still going through growth spurts and stuff. So take health into your own hands, look up your stuff, and
be a conscious consumer. The purpose of this video was just to get you sort of to open your eyes and maybe read 1 or 2 of your ingredients list and see what you're putting onto your body and therefore into your body.
And it's going to be impossible to completely wipe out everything and replace them with perfect products. Unfortunately, they don't exist, but try to do what you can and swap out the things that are easiest for you.
So we challenge you to go look into one of your ingredients list and see what you're putting into your body. Just be a conscious consumer.
Comment below or on our Instagram and let us know what you find in your products and what you'll be swapping out, because we'd love to hear from you guys.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Bye!
Oh, you joined me this time.
I love you.